Imagine a civilization whose warriors rode farther than any army before them. A civilization whose influence stretched across continents, whose empires rose from the grasslands of Eurasia, and whose victories echoed from the Great Wall of China to the gates of Europe. Today, their story is rarely told. Their monuments stand in silence. Their triumphs survive only in scattered chronicles, and much of their legacy has faded beneath the dust of time. Yet more than 2 centuries ago, one of Europe's greatest political philosophers described these people in words that still astonish historians today. The French thinker Charles II, Baron de Montesquieu, wrote, "Masters of Persia, they sit upon the throne of Cyrus and Hystaspes. They have subdued Muscovy. Under the name of Turks, they have made immense conquests in Europe, Asia, and Africa, and they are the dominant power in these 3/4 of the earth." For Montesquieu, these were no ordinary conquerors. They were a people whose military achievements rivaled, and in his opinion surpassed, the greatest empires remembered by classical history. He continued, "What are the conquests of Alexander compared with those of Chinggis Khan?" Then came a sentence that would become the very heart of this story. "Nothing is wanting to this victorious nation except historians to celebrate its achievements." What did he mean? How could a civilization capable of conquering kingdoms, founding empires, and transforming continents become one whose story was only partially remembered? Throughout history, powerful peoples of the Eurasian steppes appeared under many different names. Turks, Tatars, Mongols, Scythians, Huns, Parthians, Medes, Bactrians, and numerous other peoples whose histories continue to be studied and debated. For centuries, mounted armies crossed immense distances with remarkable speed. Trade routes expanded. Empires emerged. Old kingdoms disappeared. New civilizations arose. Across Europe, Asia, and beyond, their presence shaped the political landscape for generations. Montesquieu admired not only the scale of their victories, but also their extraordinary endurance, he wrote. "Of all the nations of the world, none has excelled that of the Tatars in the splendor and magnitude of its conquests." He continued with words almost unparalleled in their praise. "This people is the veritable ruler of the earth." Then he described them as both founders and destroyers of empires. Such praise coming from one of the leading thinkers of the Enlightenment invites an important question. Why do so few people today remember these extraordinary descriptions? What happened to the memory of civilizations once regarded as among the greatest powers on Earth? The answer may lie not only in what history remembers, but also in what history forgets. Victories can fade. Empires collapse. Languages disappear. Libraries burn. Chronicles are lost. Stone monuments crumble beneath centuries of wind and rain. What survives often determines what future generations believe, and what disappears can sometimes reshape humanity's understanding of the past itself. History is not merely a collection of dates, battles, and kings. It is humanity's memory. Every inscription that survives, every manuscript recovered, every forgotten monument, every ancient chronicle, brings us one step closer to understanding the civilizations that came before us. The past cannot speak for itself. It speaks only through the evidence that survives and through those willing to examine it. Perhaps the greatest lesson is this: if a civilization does not preserve its own story, others will eventually tell it in their own way. And sometimes, entire chapters of history can disappear beneath the weight of centuries. Napoleon Bonaparte is often credited with saying, "History is a set of lies agreed upon." Whether one accepts those words literally or not, they serve as a reminder to examine the past carefully, question inherited assumptions, and continue searching for evidence wherever it may lead. Because history is never truly finished, there are still forgotten stories waiting to be rediscovered.